This is the secret that full-time content creators won't tell you or don't tell you. And it's because they made it full-time as a streamer, a content creator, a YouTuber, an influencer. And when they tell their story, they're only wanting to tell you the story of how they made it as a creator. But what they aren't talking about is all the steps that they took to get there, all of the different ways that they put together money to get there, how they ended up building up their YouTube channel or their Twitch avenue or their Instagram account, or how they ended up paying the bills to get there. That's the untold secret in this industry, and I really want to detail that for you guys. I've helped countless creators go full-time over the last 10 years, and a bunch of them were either on my staff, I hired them, or they were folks that I ended up coaching, or they're people that I ended up making educational videos for, and they told me their story. In any case, all of the people that I have ever seen go full-time as a content creator, and I was a part of their journey, ended up supplementing their income at some point or another with things that didn't have anything to do with their original plan for content creation. So what do I mean by that? So I'm just going to take, a couple examples out there of folks that I've worked with over the years. So there are a bunch of guys I worked with over the years on TGN, guys like Globku or MF Palitime or Rurikon, that are full-time gaming content creators today. They've got thriving YouTube channels. They've got thriving Twitch viewership. They've got an online businesses that are really working for them. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, hundreds, maybe thousands of concurrent viewers on their streams. But they got there as a content creator by supplementing their income for years through freelancing and consulting in the creator space. And they wouldn't have been able to get there, most likely, unless they had been able to supplement their income by doing so. So the real key to success and the higher probability to getting to success as a content creator is by supplementing your income by more reliable sources of income than just hoping you're going to get Twitch bits and Twitch subs and super chats and Patreon donations and direct donations and things of that description, hoping to get the generosity of others or to hit the algorithm just right. Instead of waiting for those items, you need to take your financial life into your control. And you need to do everything you can for, and this is step one, being able to work from home full-time. That is actually your first step in actually becoming a full-time content creator. So you want every day when you go to work to go to something like this, where you're able to sit down, do work at your desk, and you're able to create content, maybe service clients through freelancing and consulting, maybe build your online business, but have complete freedom to do whatever you want working from home in order to make it. That's step number one. Once you can get this freedom, then you can start to build your online content creation game and your YouTube game to where it needs to be. These content creators I was telling you about, how you might be wondering, well, how did they get the freelancing and the consulting gigs that they needed, the work from home employment they needed in order to make it? And it's because they already had skills that some online business or some media company or the media company I was running needed. And it's the same thing that was the case for me. I was making YouTube videos back in 2009, and folks that were running online businesses wanted somebody with my expertise. They wanted somebody that knew how to host content, create content, but also knew business and management as well in order to build their online business. And so they ended up contracting me and hiring me because of those skills, and I was able to work from home. And some of these creators I was just telling you about a moment ago, that's exactly what they did. And all of you guys here in the audience have a lot of the skills that you need already, a lot of the skills that you need to get these freelancing and consulting gigs that I'm talking about. And I talked about a lot of this on the Digital Drop podcast this morning, but I want to bring it up here as well to the Awall digital audience too. You already know how to do YouTube channel management. People will hire you for that. You already know how to do social media management. People will hire you for that. You already know how to do graphic design. People will hire you for that. You already know how to do freelancing and consulting in some capacity to maybe advise people on how to grow their channels and what have you. People will hire you for that. Did you know that? Did you know that the number one most in demand freelance job working from home that I'm seeing from my perspective is high quality video editors? if you just up your video editing game and continue to learn and Google tutorials and increase your skills and build an online portfolio that is impressive, you can get businesses to pay you anywhere between $30 an hour up to $75 an hour or more to do video edits for you. I literally hire editors at that rate for media businesses that I've built and run. That can be you. Now you may be wondering, well, how did that, yeah, this is going to be a very interactive stream. That's right. Rippig, good to see you in chat, buddy. So where was I? Yeah, so by hiring these people, I can tell you that these jobs are out there. And I can tell you that the bosses that are running online media companies or running any company at all right now, they are looking for editors, video editors, badly. They're looking for ones that are actually good. And so let's say you get a freelancing and a consulting gig and you end up working for one of these companies. Then now you are completing step one, which is you're out of the maybe the school situation, maybe you're out of the job situation, you're out of the whatever situation that was keeping you in the office, in the service job, in the whatever job, away from being in your content creator space to now you're in your content creator space every day. And this allows you, as you become more efficient doing the freelancing and consulting thing, perhaps as one revenue stream, to then become more efficient at that job every single day. And then as you become more efficient over time, you'll have more and more time to allocate toward creating the gaming content or the, the whatever type of content it is that you're trying to make with the rest of your time. But what you did is you ended up putting yourself in a position for success, which is you're in the right place now in your life. You're sitting down in front of that equipment every day. You're away from all of those distractions of the world, of your job and all those things that were holding you back. And now you're right here in your command center making content. That's where you want to be. That's where you need to be if you want to be able to move forward. This is a high probability of success in comparison to just hoping you're going to grind it out and make enough money off of building a large enough audience by just making content on its own. If you need money today, freelancing and consulting is what's up. That's how I got here. That's how I've been working from home for the last 10 years. That's how my co-host Ross Dillon got here. That's how my co-host Andrew Perrin got here. That's how all kinds of people, Echo Gaming and all these people that I've helped make it in this industry, they all make a living or are able to do content creation, the stuff you see on the YouTube channel that they're making or their live stream, because in the background, this is the secret behind so many of these mid-size YouTubers, these mid-size streamers. In the background, they're doing freelancing and consulting work, and that's actually paying the bills. That's the secret that nobody's talking about because it's not sexy. Everybody wants to know how do you get more subs? They want to know how you get more views. How can I get more folks on my Discord server? How can I make all of that happen? They want to know all of those answers. And I try to answer those things every day on my YouTube channel, my clips channel, my podcast clips channel, these live streams that happen exclusively like this one on Twitch every weekday. You should be following right now if you want to catch these live and talk to me live like Rippig is right now. I'm trying to help you with all those things, but what I want you to know is that it is a very low probability of success that you're going to be able to make it for a living, making content on the internet on its own. You've got to supplement that income with something else, like freelancing, like consulting, maybe remote employment even, to be able to give you the financial foundation you need to succeed. Okay? And before we get into, I'm going to play some video games. We're going to talk about this a bit. And Rippig, hit me with your questions. Hit me with your thoughts as well. And other folks in Twitch chat, hit me with your questions and thoughts. And we will discuss this live in this group coaching session. But I want to thank Polyrock Nation, Karagoi, Skilled Solo, and so many others who have followed on Twitch. Taldaler, Mini Freshness Z, Drew Jordan, all you guys for following. Appreciate you guys following and coming on board for these live streams. Okay, so let's get into the gameplay. Let's shoot some bad guys and let's talk content creation and what people are really doing to actually make it and to actually do this for a living. Beautiful. Rippig booked me for one-on-one coaching. Oh, beautiful. Like the quality of your thumbnails and video edits so you have confidence to go ahead and try to make it freelancing. That's great. That's great. So you are on board with the idea of freelancing. So it sounds like Rip Pig, and this is a creator in chat for those of you guys that are watching for those of you that are watching the replay later. This is a creator that booked me for coaching, one-on-one coaching at awalldigital.com, and is looking to potentially do maybe, let's say, professional graphic design and video editing for a living, something like that. And you're wondering if you're good enough for that. So what I think you should do prior to our session, if you can, Rip Pig, and this would go for anybody else that's looking to do graphic design or looking to do video editing for a living, is go on something like, I should have an affiliate link for this, but I don't. Go on something like Squarespace, which obviously is a website where you can very, very easily, create a smooth website like mine that's easy to put together, and you can easily book people, or you can easily, they even have like templates where you can make portfolio sites and put together a portfolio site of what you consider to be like your best work. And you should show that to me, because ultimately, that's what the client is going to want to look at. They're going to want to see your portfolio. They're going to want to see examples of your work, and they're going to make a very, very quick value judgment. If you're trying to become a full-time creator and you're looking to supplement that income by doing video editing work and graphic design work, the client doesn't really care if you have a degree. They don't really care. Oh God, I'm walking right into doom. Oh my gosh. Do you see what I just did, everybody? Oh boy, that was bad. Oh. That was so bad. I just walked head first into doom. Oh boy, but that was bad. Let me see if I can get like back here and maybe chuck a grenade at these. Yikes, that was so bad. I'm gonna die. But they only care about your resume, or they only care about your portfolio and the work that you're going to potentially provide them. And most clients out there that are looking to maybe book you for these supplemental types of income streams, they only care how good your design is going to look for them. So like, think about it in a capacity where like the client only cares about themselves, and they only care about what they're going to get from your services, and they don't really care about anything more than that. They don't really care about you. And so whenever you put together your website, or you put together your pitch deck, or whatever it is for trying to get freelance and consulting work, just think about the client first in everything that you do. It's all about the client. It's all about the client. It's all about the client. And make it really, really easy for them to make a decision to hire you. So what you're going to do is, like, whenever you make a portfolio site or a website for your services, if you're trying to book more freelancing and consulting as a creator, what you're going to want to do is set it up to where you say, okay, I provide these services, 1, 2, and 3. If you book me for that service and it costs this much money, you're going to get this product in return. And you just literally say what it is. And so now they know. Did they laser me? They totally lasered me, huh? And so basically the client, you don't want your clients to ever have to guess what they're going to get whenever they book you. Right? Like, it should be super obvious what they're going to get when they book you. And so you need to tell them you're going to pay this amount of money. You're going to get this sort of design, this sort of edit. It's going to, and if you could put on the page, and it's going to look like these examples that I have here. And if that's something that you want to pay for, cool. If not, have a nice day. And that's it. It's literally that simple. I'm going to throw a smoke capsule here to break this line of sight.
Now we got the edge.
Cool. I'm going to see if I can run at this dude and kill him. I'm going to, like, I know I'm going to get shot if I do this, but, like, who cares? I'm going to go, like, maybe right here.
Moving.
Gonna get shot a little bit, yep. And then can I ram this guy with the bayonet? Oh yeah. Oh, got him. You're absolutely on board with that, and it makes sense. You're making no money from streaming to your own page, so why not get paid to do what you love to do? Man, I love that mindset. I really do. I love that mindset. So many creators out there are thinking, I refuse, basically, to do anything but streaming or do anything but the thing I'm already doing, and question mark profit. And so what I try to encourage everybody to do is think about their online business in a way that's a little bit bigger than that. To think about their online business in a way that can like help them build out multiple revenue sources. And so the revenue sources that a lot of people talk about are build a Patreon or build direct donations or do affiliate. I talk about those. Even people even still talk about do Twitch bits and whatever, and like try to get people to give you money through these platforms that they're already on. And at the end of the day, those revenue sources are going to be unreliable. Those revenue sources are going to fluctuate a lot, and it's super high risk for you to count on those. So I just don't think it's a good idea to count on those on platform revenue sources to make a living. I don't think it's a smart idea at all.
This'll be good.
I'm gonna see if I can chuck a nade at these dudes. Oh, I already used my nade there, huh? Does he have a nade? He does, but he is currently in. If he moves at all, he dies. If he dies, he dies. All right, so I'm gonna move like right here, and then I'm gonna put. Oh, nope, not cloak. I'm gonna put a barrier right here. There we go. That's how you get strategic, baby. So the website creator I was talking about a moment ago, if you're looking to add that freelancing and consulting revenue, is called Squarespace. Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you right now. I'll show you my website that I have on Squarespace, and they don't pay me to say this, but Squarespace, this is the website right here, where you can go through and you can create a website with a template. So let's just say you're looking to make a website for consulting. All right, you literally go to squarespace.com, you click consulting, you're looking to sell your services, you hit the check mark box on sell services, and you are going to turn a project or a hobby into a business and hit finish. Great. Now here are all the templates for websites that you could use to literally get this up and running. Are you ready? So we're going to just do this one. I'm just going to randomly click one. And okay, it'll ask you to create an account. But do you see how it will just show you templated websites where you can plug in your own images, your own videos, your own text, your own booking page, your own contact page, depending on what you're trying to build as a video editor or a graphic designer. So this is what full-time creators do. They have side businesses. They have consulting businesses. They have online hustles, plural. That's the secret that they're using to go full-time to supplement that income initially. They're booking multiple clients. They're always working on those new contacts. They're networking. They're doing business in order to get there. They aren't just getting the subs. They aren't just getting the internet clout to get there. They're using tools like this, like Squarespace. And so if you look at my website, I've made the most simple website ever using Squarespace. You literally just arrive on the website, as you can see. There's nothing here. There's no articles. There's no content. It just says, schedule me for one-on-one coaching. So I send people here. They can click the schedule button. It takes them to my booking page, and they can book me for coaching. And then if they just want to scroll down on the actual page, there's my booking tool. And clients that I send here can literally just click their day, click their time, and book me for online coaching or whatever using Squarespace. So Squarespace is a great tool if you want to quickly build a website that is going to really serve your business and help you book clients fast. You don't want anybody to have to work to try to figure out how to book you. You don't want anybody to have to work to try to, like, you know, you don't want it to be confusing at all. You want people to just go to your site, and you just want them to just be able to really quickly figure out how it all works, and then that's it. And that the end of story. You don't want them to have to jump through any hoops at all to try to get you. They just need to book you, and they pay you money, and then you provide the service. So that's the key to like making a really simple Squarespace site or services site. And that's what freelancers and consultants do across the board that are real pros. Okay? That's what I recommend you do as well. If these dudes try to get in here, I'm gonna hit them. I'm gonna hit them with my juice. Right there. Perfect. And this guy is now, he's still targeted, so I'm just going to reload and call it a day. It's easy as pie. It really is that easy. And that's what a lot of these guys are doing. I don't want to name too many names because I don't want these guys to like feel like I'm, you know, singling them out and letting them know how their finances work. And maybe, you know, they may be nervous that, you know, I'm saying that they're not quite as successful or whatever as a content creator. They can't make it or some crap like that. But at the end of the day, there are many big content creators that you have heard of that ended up getting started like this, or ended up entering the space like this. There was another guy that I worked with at Google, who was a Googler. He was one of my full-time contacts at Google. His name is Alex Costa. He very publicly talked about this, so this isn't like, you know, some kind of surprise or something that I would reveal this. But Alex Costa was a Googler, and he, all right, I'm gonna take him down. He ended up becoming a health and fitness creator, and as a health and fitness creator, he ended up really growing a pretty large following, really, as a content creator. And he ended up getting like, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube as a health and fitness creator while he was working at Google. And so what does that mean? So what that means is that he, hold on, let me move this up here really quick. I'm going to move him like here. So that means that he started out as a gaming content creator, but he wasn't able to support himself as a gaming content creator. That's something that's really key to remember. He wasn't able to support himself as a gaming content creator. He needed to have a job like at Google in order to make it, in order to pay his bills. And so what did he do? He created content while he worked at Google, and he ended up building his following. So once again, supplementing income through doing like a quote unquote real job. And then eventually, once he built his audience to be large enough, he then, he made it. Right? But he worked for years at Google before he made enough money to quit his job and then to be able to do that. And so that's something that I think is really important for people to note.
On the lookout.
He's probably going to aim his freaking sniper rifle right at me, isn't he? And I don't want to shoot my own guy. Go like right over here. But Ripig, I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you're going to go do that. And I'm glad that you're going to invest in your future and invest in, you know, invest in content, becoming a full-time content creator in a way that is more realistic. I mean, the actual odds of becoming a full-time streamer, for example, are literally something like 1 in 500,000, probably. Something like that. Like 1 in barely even that, most likely. And the sooner you can kind of face the reality of the situation, that the odds are not working in your favor for you to become a full-time content creator, the sooner that you can actually become successful. Seriously. You need to be able to face those facts, essentially, in order to make it. Partial hits across the board here, my friends. So let me see if I can slide over here and shoot this dude. Got him. And then maybe I can get like all up on this guy. I don't think I can. So I'll just slide over here. Wow, he just sniped me without even laser targeting me. You see that? So Rippick says, I was looking on Fiverr today after your podcast, and I was looking at the competition. I seriously think you can do thumbnails no problem. Uploaded 2 most recent thumbnails to your Discord to see where you're at. Okay, that's cool. I'm happy to take a look at them. But, like, just so you know, like, you don't need my validation to tell you your thumbnails are good enough. It doesn't matter what I think about your thumbnails. It doesn't matter what I think about your thumbnails. And everybody out there watching, It doesn't matter what I or anyone else thinks about your work. That doesn't matter at all. It matters what the market thinks. It matters what actual potential clients think of your work. That is going to determine whether you get gigs or not, whether you can book people or not, is what the market thinks. And so it's always good to ask maybe somebody like me or a friend or something like that if you feel that you need confidence or a confidence builder to help you get there. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what I think. It doesn't matter at all. So I hope that that's clear. The market is going to speak to you. The market is going to tell you whether it thinks your thumbnails are good enough or not. And it doesn't matter what anybody else tells you. Like, you just need to put your services on Fiverr, put up a rate, and you know what? Really lowball the price at first. That's fine. It's fine to totally lowball your price when you're getting started and just get some gigs under your belt. See what it's actually like to do the job. That's fine. Do that. That sounds great. Actually test out the job before you do it. Sounds like a smart idea. And then once you actually get a handful of bookings under your belt, you can start to build an even larger portfolio to show people, you know, what you're capable of, what your services are actually like. Okay? So it's kind of like, think of like your initial gigs that you do on the internet when you're trying to start out in freelancing and consulting as being like portfolio builders. Lowball how much money you should charge. That's fine. You don't need to charge like maximum dollars. Lowball it and get the ball rolling on actually getting the bookings done. Okay, really, really important.
Keep it up, Jack.
All right, I'm gonna have Jack pull this lever here. So there are other ways that content creators go full-time on the internet that they don't ever tell you. That's not a content creator related thing. And it's not like a direct, like, building an audience thing. And that is something, and it's something I'll put into the category of like side hustles. And so side hustles can include doing things like Amazon Associates. Side hustles can include buying products and then selling them on eBay. Side hustles can include, you know, taking on like distressed online assets, like people's YouTube channels that aren't working out anymore, or people's online businesses that aren't working out anymore, and cutting deals with people to operate them and help them make a profit, and doing like various types of side hustles to make money on the internet. Other side hustles include like things like making bumper stickers and selling them on the internet, things like that. Now you might be saying, what are you even talking about making bumper stickers? I thought we were talking about becoming a full-time gaming content creator. And yes, we are talking about that. That's what full-time gaming content creators do. They literally do these side hustles, and through doing side hustles, they end up putting together enough revenue or revenue streams to where they can actually do this for a living eventually. That's what they're doing. I mean, maybe they'll tell you their story at some point. Maybe they won't. Other people, like, you hear stories of like people work in like the adult entertainment industry. I am also not joking. There are major streamers and creators out there that do that. Work in the adult entertainment industry. And then eventually, you know, they decide that they're going to quit that job working in the adult entertainment industry as like an editor for adult entertainment, stuff like that. And then they end up becoming a full-time creator. They worked in the adult entertainment industry online, and then they became a full-time creator. Real stuff. This is a real thing that really, truly happens. Okay? So I'm just letting you know the reality. This is the things that people don't talk about. This is how a lot of these guys end up making it. And then eventually, 2 to 5 years down the road, when their YouTube channel's big enough, when their Twitch channel's big enough, when their stream's big enough, their Discord's big enough, whatever, then they end up quitting that job, and then they actually ended up doing it for a living. But the only thing you see online, the only thing you see publicly, is them being successful. That's what happens too often. The only thing people look at is the success. The only thing people look at is the end game that somebody has already achieved, but not the game that was required for them to get there. That's the actual game. The actual game is what is required to get there. That's the real hustle. That's the real hustle.
Heavy reporting in.
Does that make sense? I hope this is making sense to some of you. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. If it's not making sense to you, then this is not the episode for you then. This is not the talk for you. But I just want you guys to know that by building side hustles, by building supplementary income, by building freelancing and consulting, by building up all of these things, this is a much higher probability of success for you to make it. Much higher probability of success.
Kill zone established. Sweet.
I hope that makes sense to you, really. Now, do you guys have any ideas that you want to share with me in chat of side hustles or freelancing and consulting and things of that description that you would like to test out? I'm happy to advise you on those and to give you advice or just give you some tips on how to maybe turn your professional expertise into something that can work out in an online business. And if you can build that online business and build that supplementary income, then guess what? That can be the backbone of your finances so that you can maybe, like I'm doing right now, stream for an hour and a half every single day just because you like it. I'm doing the stream just because I like it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing it. Because I like it. Imagine doing something just because you like it. Imagine doing gaming content creation just because you like it and not having to worry about the money. Wouldn't that put you in a pretty great position of power? To be able to just make gaming content just simply for the love of it? Not because you have to for a living, but just because you love it. Then you can put that thing that you love into the category more like a hobby almost, where you have complete freedom to do whatever you want with it. Then you can get yourself out of situations where you're like, damn, I find myself only being able to play one game on my stream. Or I find myself only being able to talk about one game on my channel or whatever. And these types of conundrums that gaming content creators find themselves in. Guess what? You aren't really going to be in that conundrum if you're financially secure. You don't have to, well, you might find yourself in the conundrum, but your livelihood won't depend on it when you have some sort of side hustle, some sort of freelancing, some sort of remote employment. That is the backbone of your strategy. That's the backbone of you paying your bills. You now don't have to put everything on the freaking line for the content, the gaming content creation. That's the secret to going full time. Casual Nerd Jason says, working in a corporate agency that uses freelancers, this totally makes sense. And let's talk for a moment about this. With COVID-19 hitting everywhere, business leaders that are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s that used to be opposed to freelancing, that used to be opposed to hiring workers that are remote, that used to be opposed to this whole online consulting and sourcing people from around the globe, they used to be opposed to that idea before COVID. But now that their business has to use those people to be successful, now that they have to send their staff remote, now that remote culture is something that those old people that are 40, 50, and 60 have experienced themselves, and they realize, oh, wow, an employee can work from home and make it work. Now they're hiring those types of people more than they're wanting to hire in-person employees because this pandemic is going to last indefinitely. 2021, at least maybe 2022. You never know. And so what that means is that culturally, the people that have money and that make decisions in virtually every other business is now hiring remote workers. They're hiring freelancers. They're hiring consultants. And here's the big cultural shift. They all need to turn their businesses digital. You guys know how to do that. You guys know how to manage YouTube channels. You guys know how to set up equipment to do live streams. You guys know how to post stuff on social media. You guys know how to edit videos. You guys know how to do some graphic design. These are all 5 of the skills that every business needs right now, and they're willing to pay big money to do it. They're willing to pay you, content creators, to do that for their business. You put that $1,000 a month in your pocket from business A. You put that $1,000 per month in your pocket from business B. You put that $3,000 per month in your pocket from business C. Now you're making $5,000 per month as your baseline revenue that you're now sitting on. Now, maybe that takes 20, 30 hours a week of your time to do those gigs for those clients. Guess what? You're left with another 10 to 20 hours per week just to play video games, make gaming content, experiment with your channel, do whatever you want. That's the freedom I'm trying to tell you about in this episode. That's the secret to doing it in 2021. That's the real secret. That's how all my boys have done it. Just like that. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? This isn't some mumbo jumbo. This isn't some guru telling you, you can build an online marketing funnel where top of funnel you're running Facebook ads into your email marketing campaign. And then you set up the blah, 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 and just pay me money to teach you how to do it. This is literally so simple that even a caveman can understand it. The market needs more remote workers with your skills. You have those skills. Give it to the market. Make money. Create content full time. Wow. It's that freaking simple. Okay. Casual Nerd Jason says, relying more on side hustles or gig jobs is easier if you have a partner with steady full-time benefits like health insurance. If you have that advantage, it's great. So that is a problem, especially in the United States, where you don't have universal health care here as opposed to every other first world country. And so in that case, there are many instances where you can work for companies remotely and they will give you health insurance remotely. I just worked for a company, Raging Bull. They give all of their remote workers that are eligible health insurance. Andrew Perrin, my co-host of Digital Drop Podcast, started as a part-time consultant and is now on the health insurance of his main client that he uses so that he can stream full-time. Health insurance. So these companies that used to just handle freelancers and consultants and stuff as just like, here's your money, and I'm sorry if you need health insurance or whatever, not our problem. A lot of these companies are starting to move the direction of providing health insurance to freelancers and consultants, to their video editors, to their graphic designers, to their YouTube channel managers, to their community managers, to their marketers. That's the direction the market's going. And if they want the best freelancers, they're going to have to provide those benefits moving forward. And insurance companies are creating packages and putting together the legal required to give people like freelancers and consultants health insurance. That's happening right now. Okay? So this is what's going on. For real. Stiggy Man in chat, what's going on, Stiggy Man? So what do you guys think about that? Do any of you guys have the skills in chat right now that you think would be needed to start building up side hustle income? See, here's the deal. If you have a job right now that's got health insurance, Casual Nerd Jason, that's fine. Don't quit your job that's got health insurance. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is when you do that job by day you're Bruce Wayne. And then at night you're Batman. And as Batman at night, you are booking a couple clients a month on video editing. You're booking a couple clients a month on graphic design. You're booking a couple clients a month on YouTube channel management. You're booking a couple clients a month on social media management. You're booking a couple clients a month helping somebody who's old hook up their webcam and their microphone. All of a sudden, you're starting to build up this side hustle and this large base of clients that you can rely on, that if maybe one day you wanted to quit your job, you could. And guess who did that? Me. I did that. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to let you know I did it. You could do it too. Andrew Perrin did it. Ross did it. All these creators I was telling you about earlier did it. I've got a bunch more that I work with. Like Chatty Pug did it. Dusky Gaming did it. Squad Trek did it. All these guys that hang out in my streams and are hanging out, they all freaking did it. but it was all through the power of remote work, freelancing, and consulting. That was at least one piece of the pie of the equation that helped them get there. So if you're ever wondering, if you're ever watching a YouTuber and you're wondering, how the hell does that YouTuber make a living? You're looking around, you're like, where's the money coming from for this guy? How is he doing this content and like making a living? The answer is he's probably got a real job or clients or jobs supporting him on the back end. And then the content creation is just kind of what he does on top of that. That's how almost all those mid-tier creators do it. And then if they can support themselves financially, they can keep making that content and they can grind that for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. While the money's still coming in, that audience builds, that creator business builds, and the creator business becomes a larger and larger and larger and larger and larger and larger part of the pie for them in their financial life. That's what happened to me. I started out making like only a couple $100s per month on just the creator part of my businesses. And then when I added Amazon Associates to it, and then I added Tubebuddy affiliate to it, and then I started increasing the frequency of content, and then I launched a podcast on top of that. That started increasing from a couple $100 a month to 1,000 to 1,500 to 4,500 to 6,000 to 7,000 or 8,000 at this point, just from the creator part of it. And then on top of that, I'm doing freelancing and consulting on top. So I've always got the freelancing and consulting thing in the mix so that I have as many revenue sources as I can. I'm putting all of them together, piecing all of that all those lines together to build the total financial pie that I need to be able to create content for a living. That's how I produce. I produce at least 1, if not 2 videos per day on my main YouTube channel. These streams get edited up into clips from my clips channel, 1 or 2 per day. So that's like 3 or 4 just for Awall digital brand pieces of content I do every day. I do 2 live streams every day. This live stream plus Digital Drop Podcast. Digital Drop Podcast has a video every day plus 2 clips a day. So if I put those numbers together, boom, I'm doing like 7 pieces of content every single day. And it's the secret I'm telling you guys about at the beginning of the stream and throughout the stream that makes all of that possible. Freelancing, consulting, revenue diversification, and I am a full-time content creator. Now, do I only create content and that is the only thing I do? No. And almost no content creators just make content to support their business and to make a living. Almost none of them only do that. Almost none. Only the top 1 in a million creators are only creating content for a living, or they got there by only creating content. That's the secret I'm trying to get across to you guys, okay? And even the top guys, most of their time actually, and I consult with a bunch of these guys that are making like $1 million a year, most of their time, they don't even spend making content even when they get to the top. They spend most of their time doing business. They spend most of their time cutting deals. They spend most of their time like working on contracts or like managing and administrating this larger media company they're building. That's the reality. That's the secret. You don't tell anybody. You need to know that information. I'm doing this rant because nobody's talking about this. Probably because a lot of people don't have the perspective and they don't know because they haven't been in the game long enough to see it like I have. All right, let me address a few of your questions here. Rip Pig says, I was thinking like if I'm going to get a job and doing designer edits, I wouldn't mind having my own channel grow slowly, okay? As long as I'm making money. Who cares really why you're doing it? To make money? I mean, ultimately you need to do whatever you're doing on the internet and have it make money if you want it to be sustainable. Or you need to be making money doing something else, right, to support you. So one thing you could do, Rip Pig, and I know that, we can talk about this later, of course, in some one-on-one consulting. But one thing you could consider making for your main channel or channels is if you're looking to build an online business doing graphic design, if you're looking to build an online business doing editing, what you can do is make YouTube content about that. That's how I generate leads for my business. Let me just show you. I'm going to literally show you my strategy on the screen. Copy paste my strategy. This is a 6-figure-a-year strategy. Now, it requires doing a lot of work. And it requires a lot of time management, okay? And like, I'm a psycho who does work. I work all the time. I only do this. So keep that in mind, okay? But here, let me just show you the strategy I'm using. Feel free to copy paste the strategy to become a full-time content creator, okay? So let me just show you my YouTube channel. I'm just going to show you the one YouTube part. All right, so here's my main YouTube channel. All right, and we're going to go take a look at my videos here. Oh, Awall, your videos. They're only getting 70 views, 100 views recently, 300 views.
Your channel is dead. Awall, your channel's dead, bro. What's going on here?
Yeah, it's so dead, man. It's so dead that this channel's generating over $10,000 per month in business for me because of how dead it is. That's so dead, man. So here's the strategy, all right? You create videos on the internet. If you're trying to build freelancing and consulting work, you create videos on the internet that solve problems that your potential clients will have. So I'm doing these search-based videos on my channel of OBS Studio, how to record in 4K, how to record in 2K, how to record in 1080p, right? I'm also releasing replays of my streams. What's your goal as a creator? What's your big challenge as a creator? Trying to answer questions that creators may have as they're trying to grow. Other videos like how to tag a game on Twitch using Restream, how to preview multiple streams using OBS, how to record a PowerPoint presentation. All of these videos on my channel are solving a problem for my clients. Now you might be going, or my potential clients, okay? And then once somebody clicks one of these videos, they watch the video and they see that I gave them a good solution, they'll look in the description below and they will book me. See the link right here? They'll book me for freelancing and consulting, and I make $150 per hour off of that. Okay? Now you might be saying, hold on, your channel's not very successful. You're only getting 100 to 300 views per video. Awall, you suck, you're a noob. Well, here's the deal. Almost all of my views on all of my videos come from YouTube search. And I'm making like 800 to 1,000 bucks a month just off of YouTube revenue on the channel. And it's generating leads for my business. It's putting together affiliate revenue for my business. And I've showed you in previous streams, off of only 200,000 views per month on my channel, I'm making about $1,000 per month on YouTube revenue, about $2,000 to $4,000 per month on Amazon Associates. I also have sponsorships on my podcast, and it also generates that freelancing and consulting revenue for me. And the strategy is creating videos that solve the problems of your potential clients as a freelancer and consultant. So the reason why I'm showing that to you is you don't need to like worry about how many views your videos are getting really. If you're creating a video that really solves the problem of your clients, then eventually that video will be searched by your potential clients and they'll book you, and you'll make way more money from them booking you for your services than you would have ever made off of the video itself. Here's the other part. Whenever you go to a channel like mine, you're like, oh man, those views per video are very low. But these videos that I release that solve people's problems, as you can see, they get 800,000 views, 300,000 views, 200,000 views. This one, another OBS video, 200,000 views, 200,000 views, 160,000 views, 118,000 views, 117,000 views, 100,000 views, 100,000 views, 100,000 views. And these videos will eventually, in 2 to 3 years, get tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of views, because they're being searched by people that have these problems for real, and my videos help solve their problems. So if you're thinking about the client, if you're thinking about the viewer, and you're helping solve a problem for them, your content helps solve a problem for them, that's huge. That means that you have a very good concept for your channel. So Rip Pig, when you're talking about how can you maybe generate clients or generate interest for maybe doing graphic design or video editing, what you can do is just copy paste the strategy that I'm doing for my channel. You do tutorials on how to do Photoshop. You do tutorials on how to do Adobe Premiere. You do tutorials on how to make a good billboard on, you know what I mean? Like all the things that people will be searching for, right? That may be booking your services. Make tutorial videos on those and help people, just give the advice away for free. And then at the end of the video, You say something like, and if you would like my help to create your own billboard, to create your own flyer, to create your own advertisement, or to create your own thumbnails, well, guess what? I've got my Squarespace website. Click that link below, and you get it. You get the point. Your YouTube channel is generating traffic for your freelancing and your consulting. Your freelancing and your consulting is paying your bills. And then with any extra time that you have, you can make gaming content like I'm making right now, and you get to live the dream. You get to work from home. You get to do what you love. You get to sit. With this strategy, you get to sit here doing this all day as opposed to being in the office. You get to sit here doing this all day as opposed to being in that service industry job. I worked service industry for many, many, many years. Hotels, restaurants, on the road, exhibitions, etc. I tell you, I enjoy it a hell of a lot more right here than I did on the road and out there in person. So if that sounds interesting to you, this is the strategy that's working for me, and I know works for many of my colleagues. And you could choose any number of niches to be able to dive into to be able to make this strategy work. This is, once again, an alternate path to being able to create gaming content or any type of content you want for a living that people aren't telling you about, that a lot of people are already doing, but they don't talk about. Okay, let's talk to Sticky Man says, I already have a side hustle. Also, I can't talk on the topic of health insurance as you don't have those issues. Sticky Man, likely you don't live in the United States of America. So good for you for having living in a country that actually gives health insurance to its citizens as a human right. So the question in chat is, how do I manage all of my YouTube channels? How do you do it? How do you actually get the time to do all of that? So one way that I do it is by having very, very, let's say like by being very, very time efficient. That is something that I do. So for most of my videos, I would say, I'm going to go like one step away from this guy and then I'm going to gut him with my bayonet. Oh, wow, there's so many dudes there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and gut him. Got him. Will he retaliate? Oh, he shot me. That was very bad. That was super, super bad. Can I run? I can run away. I'm going to go back into cover. That was a huge fail. Hold on. How did I run? Oh, wow. That was very bad. That was so bad. Oh, boy, that was bad. I need to, like, how far away can I get here? Yikes. He is going to shoot me, and it's going to be bad. What do I need to do to save my life? Can I chuck a nade, like, over here? Take care of these dudes? Yes, I can. And that's what I'm going to do.
Frag out.
Oh, boy. That was... Oh, gosh, you guys can't even see what's going on here. You guys can't even see the action. Switch my scene. Oopsie. Oopsie. Sorry about that, streamer. Noob streamer. Noob streamer. So how do I... Noob streamer. So how do I manage all of those channels? So one thing that I do, let me just show you the room. One thing I do is I just record my videos one take. I don't edit my videos. So what does that mean? So whenever I'm doing like one of my tutorial videos on my channel, I'll just literally pull up the content for the tutorial right here. I will press record. I will just do the entire video, then play my outro like this. And then when the outro is over, I just end the recording. So I take out the editing part of the process out. I also template my thumbnails as much as I can. And I'll switch between different formats for my thumbnails as much as I can to mix it up. But I try to create a thumbnail format that is relatively repeatable that I can do in a really time efficient manner. So let me show you what I mean by that. So with Digital Drop Podcast, I'll bring that up as an example. You guys can check that out. That's my creator podcast if you guys are not already checking that one out. Digital Drop Podcast. Here we go. So as you can see with my thumbnails, I do a relatively templated look that's kind of similar. And I try to find one that has like a relatively high click-through rate. And this one right here, which has text in the front, it has a dude behind it, and then it has the topic in the background, is very repeatable to do over and over again, and it has a relatively high click-through rate. And so by using the same template for my thumbnail, I can quickly generate them over and over and over again to get a high quantity of content out, okay? The other way that I get thumbnails out more quickly is that for like clips channels like this that I just started, I have a editor that literally just edits all of these clips from my show and then does the thumbnails for them. And then they just do that for me. And my editor is in India. And so they are way less expensive than an editor that I would be getting in North America. Okay. And so that also helps me save time. And I pay them good money. But the money I pay them is worth way more to them than it would be somebody in North America because of the way that currency conversion works. Does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna go over here and try to like take this dude out. Maybe. Can I like walk in between him and my ally? If I could do that, that'd be nice. I'm gonna go like right here and shoot him and see how much insane damage I can do to this dude. Yeah, all the videos I've done on OBS, as an example from earlier, will be there to solve people's problems with OBS forever. That's correct. It's evergreen content. And so those videos 3 years from now, the average views per video is 100 to 300. 3 years from now, the average views will be 25,000 to 80,000 on those videos. Because my videos are no BS videos. I don't waste a single second of anyone's time in those videos. I literally just give them the exact solution that they need, and then that's it. I like don't do anything else. And so making tutorial videos like that, where you just literally solve someone's problem, and then you don't do anything else other than solve their problem, is like just money. That's like such a killer way. I'm gonna like just do an Overwatch right here and see if I can get this guy. It's such a killer way to generate views on YouTube, especially when it comes to tutorials, because most people BS people in tutorial videos. They're like, yo guys, Jimmy here. In today's video, I just want to holler at you about such and such, and you know, we're gonna learn blah blah blah, but before you take a look at the video, I want you to be sure to drop a like and a comment below, and let's talk like a lot of people are gonna click away. They're just so sick and tired of these long ass YouTube intros and people jibba jabbering about who cares about what. Like nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about your channel. Nobody cares about what your name is. Nobody cares about your freaking intro. Like just shut up and deliver the content already. Shut up and deliver the content already. If you guys can have that mindset with your content, you can do incredible things. So I'm going to go like right here, and I am going to see, I'm going to reload an Overwatch. I think that's my only move here. So I'm all about the freelance work. Just pay for data mathematician to make AI-based thumbnail generator with Google DeepMind. I mean, look, if you can find a way to get Google DeepMind to make incredible thumbnails in an automated way, look, I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
Eyes open.
But most likely, you're gonna need a human being to make thumbnails. You're probably gonna need a human being to make those thumbnails. Probably. 90% chance to hit this guy over the barrier. That's cool. Let me see if I can increase my accuracy and make that 100%.
Sweet.
Here's a big one. Is networking BS? RigPig asks. That's a good question. You watch streamers converse with them, and they always say grind and network. Obviously, it helps, but you really have time for it. So I would say that networking helps, but in a different way than you think. So what do I mean by that? So a lot of people think about like, I should network with other creators in order for me to collaborate with them so that I can extract audience from them. That's what they're thinking about. They're thinking, how can I collaborate with somebody so that I can get part of their audience and have it become my audience? And that's probably not the way I would think about it if I were you. I would be thinking about networking as you need to build business contacts that can help you when you're in trouble, and that can help you make other business contacts. So let me talk a little bit more about what I mean by that. So I've built relationships in the online video industry because I've been in this industry for over 10 years. And so if I needed to, these are the kinds of business relationships that are valuable, that like really matter. If I needed to, I could contact a number of CEOs. I could contact a number of business leaders out there. If I ever needed to go, oh crap, I need a job, I could contact people and get a job working remotely for any number of companies. And so that's the type of networking in business networking that comes in handy. So what that does for me, of course, is it gives me a backup plan for if I run into a scenario where my online content creation or my online business or my freelancing doesn't work out. It gives me a plan for that. And that is extremely valuable, right? That is arguably way more valuable than, you know, I don't know, whatever you'd get from collaborating from some other streamer and getting an extra 40 followers off of it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like actual, real, tangible value that you get from that. Does that make sense? So that's networking value. Another networking value, if you can if you can network with let's say another streamer or whatever. Let's say you need, you know, advanced copy of whatever it may be, right? In order to make some good content. Let's say you want to get a hold of the developers of a game, or you want to get a hold of the manufacturers of a product. If you've been networking with people in your space, they probably know, or maybe know, who knows, they might know the CEO of that company. They might know a marketing contact at that company. They may be able to get your hands on that product or that technology or that thing that you want or need in order to become more successful with your channel. So in those capacities, networking is incredibly valuable. Now, so to go back to the main networking thing that everybody talks about, they say, okay, well, you need to network in order to collab with other creators. You know, if you are within like a niche and you can become best friends or become collaborators with some of the top other people within your niche, that can become really valuable. It can definitely be valuable.
Show them how it's done.
But I would say it's not incredible. It's not necessary for your success for you to be collaborating with them. So in order for any of those people that you're collaborating with to actually care about collaborating with you, you will have had to build an audience in that space on your own without their help before that time. And so that will require you to hustle and grind your way to that point anyway. And so that, you know what I mean? So collaboration isn't necessary for success there. And you'll need to generate some level of success before you can collaborate. Does that make sense?
All right, reload it.
So I don't overvalue networking in a collaboration capacity. In an audience sharing capacity, I value collaboration in a business, in a contacts sort of capacity. That's where you want to be. You want to be making business contacts. Did they kill my drone? No. Okay. You want to be making business contacts. That's what you want to be doing. Okay.
What?
I hope that was helpful to you. I have to run across this guy's fire to get over here, but I don't care. Let's see if he can do it. Okay. Let's see.
Too goddamn easy.
No, networking is not necessarily about going to the biggest people and most well-known people. But if you are, if you're trying to do a collab with somebody, going to the biggest and eventually getting to the biggest and most well-known people is obviously the most valuable collaboration that you can do. But you're going to need to work your way up to that. VGPD asks in chat, what advice would you give to a brand new YouTube channel? I can give you some very fast advice, okay? And so be sure to take notes right now. Are you ready? Take notes right now. All right, here's what you're going to do. Are you ready? This is a crash course on what you need to do to get started on YouTube. Tubebuddy. What you need to do right now is install Tubebuddy on your Chrome browser right now. So I just put the link in chat to Tubebuddy, tubebuddy.com/awallversus. this page right here, install Tubebuddy. This is just the best way to get started, to find your niche, to find somewhere to break through. I'm going to give you a quick crash course on this. Brand new YouTube channels, any type of growing YouTube channels. Let me pull up Epic Pen. And we're going to do this, all right? And pull up Epic Pen. I love Epic Pen. It allows me to draw on my screen and doodle. All right, here's your crash course on how to make it with as a small tuber who's trying to grow that channel. Great. So you're going to install Tubebuddy extension on your browser right now. Tubebuddy.com/awallversus. You ready? Great. You've taken that note. Next, once it is installed on YouTube, what you're going to do is you're going to click right up here, the Tubebuddy tab. Let me zoom out a little bit. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to the feature called... Why is it looking super jacked? Let me refresh this page. It's not supposed to look jacked like that. There we go. That's better. You're going to use the feature called Keyword Explorer. It's the most valuable tool to YouTubers I've ever seen. Click Keyword Explorer right now. Great. So what you're going to do in the Keyword Explorer on Tubebuddy is you're going to... Are you guys doing this along with me? Install Tubebuddy right now if you haven't already. In the Keyword Explorer, you're going to type in the keyword related to what you're interested in there, VGPD. And what you're going to do for you, let's just guess that it's, I don't know what your primary interest is, but I'll just randomly type in something like, let's say it is, I'm going to choose something super random. I'll just do Rogue Company. No, maybe it's Xbox Series X. Xbox Series X. Maybe that's the thing that you're most interested in. I don't know. I'm just typing that in, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to look at Tubebuddy and you're going to try to find keywords related to the thing that you're interested in that have a high overall score here, unweighted. This is just going to push you in the right direction as you're trying to grow a YouTube channel. Follow along with me. This is going to help you determine your topic and your title of your first video you're going to make. But as you can see, Xbox Series X has a low score, my friends. So you probably don't want to be covering Xbox Series X on your channel as a main keyword because there is not any opportunity for you to grow there. Why? As a small tuber. Why? There's tons of search volume, but it's a super unbelievably competitive topic, as you can see here. So what you're trying to do is find some caked in opportunities on YouTube to grow. And by using Tubebuddy, you'll find that. So what you'll do here is you will look under video searches and you'll try to find a subtopic within Xbox Series X that has a much better score. This is just trying to help you find the right direction to make content and to see if it's possible to make content and actually break through as a small channel. So let's say that, you know, for Xbox Series X, let's say that restock is a topic. Like, so obviously they're all sold out, right? And everybody wants to know where they're restocking, okay? So what you're going to do is maybe explore that topic, look for common video searches that people are doing related to the restock, and I'm continually clicking them, and you're trying to find one. Here you go. This one was slightly better. You're trying to find ones that have a good, very good, or excellent score. And why is that score high? Because you want them to have a relatively decent search volume, but have a very, very, very low competition. Because you're a nobody channel. You have no audience. You have no subscribers. Okay? And so what you're doing is you're trying to get an excellent score right here on that topic, because then you're far more likely to break through doing an Xbox Series X restock after launch video than you would be doing a main Xbox Series X video, okay? And so this can help you understand where the opportunities are to grow, where there's a relatively low supply, but a relatively high demand for content. Let's dive in even deeper. Let's just explore this topic a little bit more. So let's say you got a good score on that, but you want an even better score than that, maybe. I don't know. So let's do, I'm just going to do Xbox Series X versus Xbox Series S, which to buy. Hey, here you go. This one has a very good score. So it looks like a lot of people on YouTube, and this is all by the numbers. This is just an example for you all to learn with. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this content and you haven't already followed me on Twitch, what is going on? Follow me on Twitch right now. Enable notifications. And if you're watching the YouTube version of this later, link in the description below. Follow me on Twitch if you want to get this fire and you just want me to teach you how to grow like that live. every weekday. Okay, so this one is very good score. And so how is this going to help you? Well, what this is telling you by the numbers is that there's a relatively decent search volume for people wanting to know which one they should buy, Xbox Series X versus Xbox Series S, and there is fairly decent competition on this. So you have a higher chance of breaking through if you made a video about this. Boom. Now that you found a topic, you then make this video. Xbox Series X versus Xbox Series S. Which one should you buy? Make that video. Then rinse and repeat this research process over and over and over again until you find topics, niches, and subtopics that are winner, winner, chicken dinner for you, okay? And then once you do that, it's a done deal. Your YouTube channel is growing. That's how you grow a new YouTube channel. It was literally that simple. Done.
Okay.
Cool. Let me know if you want to grow any other YouTube channels. I'm happy to help you out. It's really that simple, dude. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty sweet how simple that was, right?
Move into position.
All right, other comment here. Stiggy Man says, you have networked, you have a little, your side hustle's an IT side hustle. That is a very good side hustle right now, man. So many people are having problems with their webcams, their IT, their home, even like home network. They're like home internet network. Troubleshooting that stuff, man. You wouldn't believe, I mean, you can believe, I'm sure. You wouldn't believe how much help people need there. So that's a good area to be in. That's for sure. But anyway, you have an IT side hustle, and let me ask you, okay, and you build and clean desktops and laptops and help set up for elders. Yeah, old people need help too. Yeah. And on Reddit, they have tech support subreddit, and you lurk in there 2 to 3 hours a day just because you enjoy it, and you've legit had people be so grateful just because you could help them on and it introduced you. Cool. Where you can get more work. Boom. There's a strategy of somebody literally doing the side hustle strategy I've been telling you about throughout this stream. Literally doing it right now, and it's working. They're going to the communities where people are asking questions and they need help. They are providing help to people in that community for free, and then eventually people book them for freelancing and consulting, and boom shakalaka, you're making revenue online. You're making extra revenue online. You're putting together extra clients, extra revenue sources that, and as you say, they are referring you by word of mouth to other clients, giving you even further revenue and further security that you can potentially use to build your online business more. And that's what full-time creators do, are hustles just like that. Hustles just like that. That's great. Thank you for sharing that. I love you sharing that example so people can see this isn't just AWOL jibber-jabbering over here about what you can do. This is the real deal. RipPig does not network to poach viewers or followers, but to actually get to know them. I mean, actually, yeah. I mean, actually getting to know people. Turns out people like that. Turns out people like it when you actually get to know them. And people don't like it when you just try to take advantage of them. Crazy, right? I'm a 17,000 IQ psychologist for figuring that out. You're right. That is the best way to network. The best way to network is to find a common interest with somebody and then go do stuff with that person that you have a common interest with related to that interest. And then question mark, question mark, question mark. You guys end up liking each other and building a relationship. I think I'm going to ram this guy here with the bayonet. Oh, I can't get him. That sucks. Well, you know what? It's the end of the level. This is like a really grotesque way to get somebody. Oh, he was down there. I didn't realize he was down there. Throwing a grenade to kill one enemy. Video game crimes. Oh, the blood spatter on the screen. Video game crimes. We did it. We did it, fam. We did it. Cool. I'm not telling you Tubebuddy is the 5th secret Teletubby. Wow, that is a very, very dated reference. You must be old like me. Yes. When do you switch to weighted score versus unweighted on Tubebuddy? I never use weighted. Never use it. I don't care about weighted. Don't care. Don't use weighted. I don't like the mysterious elements of the weighted score in their algorithm. And I don't want to be informed on how to make better YouTube decisions based on a tool doing some sort of algorithm like that. I like to get the data as pure as I can from the source whenever I'm making content creation decisions. And by doing weighted score, what the weighted score is doing on Tubebuddy, let me just show everybody what he's talking about, okay? So whenever you're using Tubebuddy, which is the best tool for content creators to use to grow on YouTube. Here, if you guys do not already have it, I see a few people just joined here. Just if you want to follow along and use Tubebuddy to know what we're talking about, here it is. Install Tubebuddy. Here. Tubebuddy. This is the tool we're talking about. It's the best way to grow your YouTube channel is using this tool. All right. So whenever you're searching for a topic, you guys just name a topic in chat. Anybody just name a topic in chat. Any topic at all. And I'll search it right here and I'll show you how to find video topics that will get views on that topic. Name any topic. The first one that comes up in chat, you win. I will do free research for you right now. People normally pay me $150 an hour to do this for them. I will do it for you for free right now. That's how much coffee I just drank. I will do it for free because I'm crazy. So say a topic in chat right now and I will punch it in right here. I'm gonna take a sip of water and I'll wait for your response. Teletubbies. My God, are you kidding me? Really? You ask and you shall receive. So, if you wanted to get views on YouTube for the key term Teletubbies, there is a way to do that using Tubebuddy. You take that topic, I'm copy pasting it here, you put it right in here and you click explore. And let's see, now unweighted, it's telling me that the score is poor, 10 out of 100. And so the question earlier in chat is, when should you use this? You were on the unweighted version of that score. When should you use the weighted version? You click weighted. And what it does with the weighted version, when you look into what it's actually doing for you, is the weighted score is based on how many views your videos tend to get and your chances of ranking those search and your chances of ranking in these search results accordingly. So all this weighted score is really doing is taking your average views per video and then maybe weighting, you know, hey, if your average views per video is 50,000 and the average views of a video in the search result are blah, 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 here's your chances of getting ranked. I don't like that. I don't like that. And so what we're going to do if we want to rank for the key term Teletubbies, insert. So if we can find something we can rank for Teletubbies right here on the stream, guys, you guys can use this research method and find something that you can rank with for any topic at all. Okay? If we can do Teletubbies, we can do any topic at all. Because this is like a 30-year-old TV show that's dead. So what we're going to do is look through all these Teletubbies related video searches right here. And I'm going to select a subtopic of Teletubbies since the main Teletubbies topic is bad. It's got excellent search volume, but it's got really bad competition. Oh boy, is that bad. So we're looking to find something that's lower competition. So what we're going to do is maybe Teletubbies meme. We're going to see if there's any meme. Oof, that's a little better, but not that much better. And let's do Teletubbies meme compilation. Let's see if we can maybe make a meme compilation. Ooh, a little bit better. Okay. So if we did a Teletubby meme compilation, that would certainly be better than making something, it's a fair score, better than doing something just on the main Teletubbies topic. But you know what? We haven't found something great yet. So let's go ahead and go through this and see if we can get something that's a little bit better. So what we're going to do is maybe do Teletubbies dance. I'm just showing you the research process. Obviously, you guys aren't going to be making Teletubbies stuff. And hold on a second. I actually can think of something. We're going to go back to the meme thing. We're going to do Teletubby meme TikTok. Maybe there's like TikToks on Teletubbies doing crazy dances. Meme song TikTok. Nope. Dude, Teletubbies is a very, very saturated topic. Oh my gosh. This is like an insanely popular topic on YouTube. Teletubbies favorite things. Interesting. I was not expecting Teletubbies to be that hard. I'm only going to look for another moment because I really don't want to explore Teletubbies for that long. Boom, there it is. Do 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 boop 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 boop. Teletubbies scary. So this appears to be a topic that has an insanely good score and has a number of monthly searches that's 62,000 searches on YouTube. So if you made a video about this as a small tuber, you could actually get a substantial amount of views right now using this research method. Now and then if you're wondering, well, what the heck is a Teletubbies scary? Like, what is that actually about? Then what you do is you click the results tab right up here in Tubebuddy, and then you actually look at the videos that are there. Top 10 scary Teletubby theories. The Teletubby theory everybody is talking about or worried about. And so it looks like scary Teletubbies is like some thing that happened on the internet where maybe people dressed up like scary Teletubbies. Anyway, you can go do research on what this actually means, and then you can do your own scary Teletubby videos and get big views. Boom, that's how you get views on YouTube. This is a research method that is like fact-based. This is a research method that's based on like actual data. And this is a research method that I'm teaching you guys and I'm constantly talking about that isn't like, hey guys, make sure you engage with your audience, or telling you very generic things like, just offer your audience more value, you know? Have you heard that before from anybody else giving you advice on how to grow? Just add value, you know what I'm saying? You got to get a little bit more specific. If you want to help people make good videos and good content, tell them something a little bit more specific than, you just got to think about the value your audience wants. I've told people to think about the value their audience wants, but you got to dive a level deeper than that. What are the values that audiences care about? They care about watching something that's new or trending. They care about getting something that's educational or teaches them something. They care about watching something that is all about overcoming a challenge or adversity. They care about watching something that's unique or one of a kind. They care about watching something that is something they recognize, such as a celebrity. And most importantly, they care about things that are extremes. The best, the worst, the strongest, the weakest. Those are the 6 things that people want to watch. Those are the values that people care about. That's how you add value. You add those very specific things to your videos, and then you get views. I try to make it more specific for you guys. Those are so many secrets that content creators don't tell you, or that maybe you didn't know before. And I really appreciate all of you guys tuning in for the stream today. If you only do one thing, tell one friend about my Twitch stream. I'm going to be here all next week, every weekday, and the next week, every weekday, streaming, giving free coaching and advice to you guys right here on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, link in the description below, come follow. For everybody who's watching right now, if you're not already followed, please do. And just tell one creator you know about my stream and tell them to come on by. Free advice. Have a fantastic weekend, a fantastic week, and take action on just one thing I told you during the stream today. Just one. And you'll be making progress. You'll be moving forward. Don't just take these ideas in and be like, whoa, that was a good idea, but I need to do more research and figure it out. Everything I told you today was very tactical. Everything I told you today was just very, very, very specific. Just do some of those things. For the love of God, take the action. Move forward on them. That's how you actually make progress. In worst case scenario, it doesn't work out. Who cares? At least you know it didn't work out. But you miss 100% of the shots. Let me say that again. But you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.